shit, shake that ass while moving like a gypsy. Stop, all back it up now, let me see your hips. Oh shit, shake that ass while moving like.
Hey now, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to talk about yet another one of my favorite comedies, Knocked Up. Knocked Up was a 2007 film written and directed by Judd Apatow. And the plot is we meet Seth Rogen, who plays Ben Stone. What a surprise. And honestly, that does sound like fun. I envy Ben Stone in a lot of ways. And until one night, him and his friends go out to the club, and they meet Katherine Heigl, who plays Allison.
You believe this?
I think he's doing the dice thing too much.
That's really all he's got.
They have a one-night stand. But it's like, it's okay, right? Because Ben obviously wore a condom. No, he didn't! He did not wear a condom. They had a major miscommunication.
Do we have sex?
Yeah.
Nice.
A few weeks later, Allison finds out that she's pregnant. Oops! Because as the tagline of this poster says, what if this guy got you pregnant? So they have to try to deal with that and try to be a couple.
Okay, I know we didn't plan this, but I'm on board. Yay!
I love this movie. I find so much funny about it. Sure, partially because it is sort of kind of based on a realistic situation. Of course, I'm sure there's a ton of babies who were born out of somebody forgetting to put a condom on, or somebody going to put a condom on, the girl saying, come on, hurry up already, or just do it, and the guy interpreting that as, oh, okay, she doesn't care. Here we go. Because that's what happens, and I love, especially Seth Rogen, really in anything, just him playing himself, which it seems like that's what he's doing here. Like, what if Seth Rogen never got famous or never became an actor? He would probably be doing the same things that he's doing. What's even funnier is that all of his friends, his roommates essentially, they all live together in one house. They all use the same first names of like their real life. I'm talking about Jason Segel, he is Jason. I'm talking about Jonah Hill, he's Jonah. Jay Baruchel is Jay. Even Martin Starr, who they make fun of him the whole movie for, they have a bet where he has to grow his beard and grow his long hair, and the whole movie they're messing with him.
I'm gonna be there to rear your child.
You hear that, Ben? Don't let him near the kid. He wants to rear your child.
Now that brings me to the women of this movie, because the women honestly aren't that likable. And I know Katherine Heigl, who plays Allison, she got pretty famous from this movie. Went on to do a few films, but she was such a bitch that you don't see her in movies as much anymore. But after this movie, she made a whole like tirade about how she couldn't believe how bad the movie depicted women and how it wasn't fair and how it wasn't fun to make the film. So obviously everybody's like, well, fuck her. And I felt that way for a while. But rewatching it, I see her point. The women are written in a way where they're just naggy and they're bitchy and they're complainy and they feel like they want to fight and argue about every single little thing that you say. Also, I don't think Judd Apatow, who wrote this movie and probably is going off of real life experiences, even with his wife, Leslie Mann, in the film. I'm not sure that Judd Apatow is saying all women are like this. I'm not sure he's saying this is how women are and this is how guys are. I think it's just, hey, this is how these women are in this particular movie, and this is how these guys are, and let's see that interact with each other. Polar opposites, and she has to deal with his bad habits.
What do you think of him? He's funny, right?
Fetch. All right, bring it back.
He's playing fetch with my kids.
Go get it. Fetch.
And her hormones are all out of whack, and she's gonna flip out at times, and so I see her point, but at the same time, you read the script, you knew what movie you were getting into. If you were so desperate to do the film just to get famous or get a movie, then don't complain after the fact. The movie was great, it made a lot of money, it made you a star. Don't fight that. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, because look at you now. Anyways, I do think at the beginning, they're a little harsh to Ben. They almost make it seem like Ben is this, hideous, grotesque creature that she has to now work with. Although I do love Paul Rudd in the movie. He plays the husband of Leslie Mann, because not only is he just likable, but he's also like, he plays with the kids, he's good with them, and every time he just reacts to Leslie Mann going off on him, he's just like, whatever, man. Like, he has this whatever attitude. And then the scene when him and Seth Rogen go to Vegas and they do mushrooms and they're tripping out during that circus show.
Should we have sex tonight?
There are other cameos, not just the people that I mentioned, the hilarious people that I mentioned, but there's also the likes of Ryan Seacrest, who honestly, I couldn't like Ryan Seacrest any more than in this scene where he's flipping out over he works 4 jobs and how he has to interview boring celebrities who he's actually more famous than, him going off on Jessica Simpson and how much this sucks and he has to be on American Idol. That just gold. Absolute gold. James Franco, it was nice to see him take time out of his busy schedule promoting Spider-Man 3, which they keep mentioning throughout this movie. Bill Hader always makes me laugh, the couple scenes that he's in here. And even Steve Carell, who seems like the nicest guy, but even he too got a little annoyed of Katherine Heigl. So obviously, I love this movie. I enjoy it. Rewatching it, it's just, I laugh all the way through. The true test of a comedy is if you can watch it multiple times, if you can watch it years and years later, if the jokes still hold up, if the jokes still make me laugh, then that's how I know it's one of my favorites and one of the best, in my opinion. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Knocked Up. What do you think of it? Am I the only one who can't handle the birth scene that Katherine Heigl has? Because you see a whole lot.
I'm gonna go sneak a peek, see if there's anything I can do. Dude, okay in here? Yeah! I shouldn't have gone in there.
Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Yeah, it's in the building. It's in the building. Yo, okay. Yo, it's butane. I'll never give up. In God we trust. And it's a must that I won't.